All right, here we are again. This is the pump room. We got Peter Burmester, IFBB Pro, in the house again. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
Good, man. We made it to Friday, and tomorrow, like we say, we eat tomorrow. So
Yeah, I think we're eating tonight. There's always this battle with Vic and I of like eating Friday versus Saturday night because
I remember that.
she does her check-ins on Thursdays. So
Yep.
she wants it closer to hers. I do mine Saturday mornings. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think we have a plan for tonight.
Yeah. So I will always take my check-ins for myself Fridays,
Yeah.
and she does her Saturday because Friday is the only day that she works at the clinic.
Hmm.
And I'm like, get it right. Everyone does it on Friday. Do it on
Yeah.
Friday.
I woke up and I took my fasted weight today just so at least I have that accurate piece of data. But yeah.
So yeah, I saw the pictures this morning. They look insane. How is the reverse going? Like, tell us where you're at.
Great.
Oh,
Yeah, this is always like the best time. I mean, I enjoy the whole year, but this is always the best time of year. My body for some reason just always feels great, healthy, strong. My appetite's great. I don't really have a hard time post-show at all. I've
good.
never binged. I've never had issues with appetite control. So yeah, we're putting on about a pound a week or so. And it's just all that, additional glycogen that
Mhm.
with, still being lean, that it's just a fun look. It's a fun look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a pound a week. That's like
That's
that's
really
like
good.
perfect
Yeah.
course.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, so yeah, I'm really happy with where we're at and yeah.
Awesome, man. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Obviously, we got Olympia talk, but are you
Yeah.
are you kind of thinking like we always talk about? Chicago Pro next year? Are you thinking, are you kind of leaving it open?
I'm not thinking that far ahead. I
Okay.
feel a lot can happen between now and then. I just focus on, um, this week, what I'm doing training, what I'm doing with my diet. I don't think Tampa will be the last time on stage, but
Oh no.
yeah, I don't know if next summer will be the time or fall or when. There's a lot of other pieces I have to consider. So,
Hmm.
Right.
but
Right.
what about you? How are you feeling after
Dude,
doing your
I feel
debut?
I feel great, man. I feel
Yeah.
like as motivated as I can possibly be. I mean, I haven't hit the point too where like, everything is 100%. Like I feel like there's still like some adrenal fatigue there that I'm kind of
Hmm.
working through, which I will. But the training's just been fun, man. It's good to just
Yeah.
kind of push. And I'm excited for next year, but then at the same time, I'm like, wait, I just did a show mid-August, so that doesn't give me a whole lot
Yeah, that's why
of
when you said
time.
Chicago, I'm already thinking that's 2 weeks earlier than Tampa, which means only 50 weeks to improve. That's not a full year. Is that enough?
Yeah.
But this period's always so enjoyable because I like how I look, but I feel it can often give a false sense of improvement. You're
Hmm.
like, oh man, I'm gaining every week. I'm getting bigger. I'm getting stronger. This is the year I'm going to look so much different next year. Like I finally hit my groove. So, you have to kind of remember that this is typically what that last 6 to 8 weeks after a show is.
Hmm.
And then, reality kind of sets in midwinter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's good though, man. Yeah, it sounds like everything's going in the right direction and
Yeah. Yeah. But most importantly, I feel healthy. The body feels really healthy. And, you know, I'm on the other end. I'm unscathed and ready to keep doing it. So,
that's right. She had kind of a topic we've kind of been, wanting to bring up. We'll just kind of touch on it, a little bit here, but kind of just like going with what you were saying is you don't have like these crazy cravings, like you're not binging. And she always talks about where, the mindset is if you go into the gym and you think you're going to be weak, you think you're going to have a shitty workout, you probably will, right?
yeah.
Hmm.
So it's just like part of it is a mindset on how the reverse can be extremely hard, maybe harder than the
Hmm.
prep, or if you flip the mindset, it can be easy like yours is going.
Yeah, and I don't want to be naive to the fact that for some people this is a really, really difficult time.
Hmm.
That your appetite and cravings go beyond what feels controllable. And then there's that just anxiety and stress all day of I want to eat, I want to eat, I want to eat. What should I do? Um, Fortunately, I think, I had enough food in the diet going into the last few weeks of prep. I have enough food in the diet now that I'm okay. But I
Hmm.
think for people that crash diet really, really hard and have to go zero carbs and their metabolism just takes a really big hit, that's when their body kind of freaks out after the show because you just give them a little bit of sugar, a little bit of something, and the brain just signals, I have to recover, I need calories, and you go the swing the other direction. So I think that the best post-show reverses are set up by very good preps that are done over a period of time and not a crash.
Hmm.
So that's my opinion that if the prep is smooth and done in a healthy, sustainable way, typically the other end looks the same way.
I agree. That's a really, really good point. I think a lot of people miss that. And like, we had clients even this year, some of them are no longer in the team where it's like if you start your prep in a poor spot, whether it's financial, maybe your relationship is struggling,
Hmm.
maybe your lab works are completely off. It just makes for a miserable prep. And like you said, an even worse, like almost an impossible reverse.
Yeah, that's the other important thing is I always talk about this. It's all the other things outside of bodybuilding. If you are just putting those on hold and avoiding them for 16, 18, 20 weeks, well, guess what? After the show, you're walking back into a world of hurt. You're not performing at your job, you're behind on bills, your relationship is rocky, and you just put the person through a prep. It's like that perfect storm can create a lot of physiological issues as well. Yeah.
Yeah. I think another thing too, you have clients, you have fans, family followers, and they see the outside. So they see
Mhm.
Peter just looking crazy, jacked and ripped, and you guys, out with his wife, having all these meals and this and that. But it's like I think they fail to realize that we're human too. Like
Yeah.
I'm sitting there looking at the clock and I'm like, God, I got 45 minutes till I can eat again. Like, all right, let's just keep watching the show.
Yeah.
Let's take our mind off of it. And it's like we feel those things too.
Hmm. Um, And I mean, I think that's social media. We post like the things that get us excited and that we're happy about. And that's going to be dinner with my wife and that like one great set I hit during the week in that time that my arms looked a hell of a lot bigger than they actually are. So, uh, but people have to understand that about social media, and even for me, although things tend to go smoothly because I have been doing this so long and I truly enjoy it. Trust me, there's times that are difficult for me. Um, if we're talking February, March, when my body weight's a lot higher than I'm comfortable walking around at, and every single week in the gym feels like the same. Like, I don't know if I'm growing. I don't know if I'm bigger. I'm definitely not lean. I think I look the same. The sleep is bad because you're too heavy and meals are hard to get down. And you're just wondering, like, why am I still doing this? Like, should I continue to do this? Am I even going to be better this year on stage, or is this all for nothing? Like, trust me, those thoughts go through my head. I'm bothering Vic, being like, am I getting bigger? Like, do I keep doing this? What am I doing? Is it worth it? When do I need to walk away? So trust me, those doubts are there even for me.
Hmm.
But it's just you have to understand it's a part of the process. And you feel those moments and then you enjoy the good moments. So you typically can't have one without the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about for you? What do you try to do when you're tired, you don't want to do cardio, or you're watching the clock and you're starving. Like, what gets you through those?
Uh, so for me, it's all mindset. Failing at something or not following through on something doesn't sit well in my
Yeah.
brain. And so it's one day at a time. You just check the boxes
Yeah.
every day. Okay, I got to get my cardio done, and obviously I think most competitors, we think about the next day and we're like, okay, at this time I'm doing this time I'm doing this time I'm doing this. And it's just like a checklist for the entire day. Um,
Yeah.
Moments when I'm hungry and I keep checking the clock, distract yourself with a show, distract yourself with, I mean, maybe scrolling Instagram isn't the best coping mechanism, but you can
Especially if someone's feed is all food.
see, I actually like looking at food, but yes, for some they struggle.
I think for some it's a double-edged sword. They
But
Mhm.
become
it's
too food
amazing.
focused and
It's
yeah.
amazing how much time can fly by, and you've just like you felt like you were just scrolling for a couple minutes, and it's like
Hmm.
5 minutes later, and you're that much closer to mealtime without even noticing.
Yeah, for me, like probably one of the harder things, and hard within reason, that is I wake up in the morning, especially at this time of year, and I'm tired still. And when the body weight's increasing, like you're a lot tighter in the morning and you feel sore. The last thing I want to do is go downstairs and do cardio fasted before work. It's the
Yep.
last thing I want to do. And it's so easy to talk yourself out of it. Like, oh, one day it's not going to kill me. Like, it's only 30 minutes. I only end up burning 200 and whatever calories. Like, I'll
Mhm.
just, take a little out of a meal later on in the day. Like, you start playing that rationalization game in your head. And I think what keeps me um, from continuing to show up downstairs on that treadmill is when Lucas Garcia and these guys beat me at the next show. I want to know that, okay, it's not because like I didn't do what they did,
Yes.
because that would kill me. Like if I spend a whole year and I didn't improve and I get smoked at the next show, and it's because I know I didn't do the cardio, I missed meals, I didn't, like, that would just tear me apart. And to me, that's a year wasted. Like I literally wasted my time and my money and my mental capacity and all this. So that's what keeps me, showing up for things like that.
Mhm.
I'm fine with getting beat if I know, hey, I did everything that those guys did,
Yep.
all of it. They just got a better result than me because of whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a perfect way to look at it too, because it's like, at the end of the day, it's in the judge's hands, and it's
Yeah.
one thing you can control
It,
is what you do.
yeah. And then I'm at peace with it. And it's funny, I sometimes I get done competing at Tampa or Chicago, and people ask you how you did. I think that's natural kind of human reaction, especially people that are in the sport. How do you do? How do you do? Like, I didn't do so great. I didn't really place. I placed out of the first couple call outs. They're like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And they're like so bummed for you and expect you to be super disappointed. But for me, I'm never, yeah, I want to do better. That's always the goal. But I'm never tearing myself apart and super disappointed because I know I did everything the past 365 days to be in that first call out. Did all of it. I just didn't happen for me.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's what keeps me, checking all the boxes. Is it's a lot easier to be at peace with yourself when you know you did everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Especially too, if the people that are diligent, like yourself, the people that are checking the boxes, at every show, you're going to improve in one area. I
Hmm.
feel like maybe it's your posing, you know,
Yeah.
maybe it's your hamstring drop, whatever it may be. If you can complete the show and say, you know what, I didn't beat my all-time best, but I did improve on one thing, like that's a win.
Yeah, and for me, that's motivation to keep going because that's okay. I can improve if I
Hmm.
keep doing these things, and these little things add up over time. This year, my posing gets a little better. Next year, my back gets a little bit better, and my posing's still good. And then my arms get a little like if you can just keep stacking these things that you're getting better at incrementally, then you get to where you want to be.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting next year, man. We'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, we're gonna have to coordinate something
I
and
know.
do the same. Um, what's the Masters cutoff?
Uh, as far as
Like
like,
the
The
ages.
age, because I
There's some
you did
35.
Masters this time.
yeah, there's only like one 35 this year, I believe, and then
Okay, yeah,
40 and then 50. In the past, it wasn't there this year, but in the past, I have seen a 45 class.
okay. I wish they'd let you do both, and you can jump in and open with me. And
You
Oh,
can.
oh yeah, you
You can.
you
certainly can.
can.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought at Atlanta they wouldn't let you do both.
Oh yeah, you could
Yeah,
do
I
both.
did both.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
I
Yeah.
always do both.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. We gotta figure it out.
Yeah. Whatever show we're doing, I'm doing the open too. So
Yeah, I'd love to do an international one and kind of just double it as a vacation for us too.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm really happy we
Waves
did
are
Tampa
down.
this year and not Chicago because it was a fun weekend for us and a little
Yeah.
getaway.
I was talking to Mike Lacombe this morning.
Oh, he's a great guy.
He's a great
I
dude,
love
man.
Mike. Yeah.
Shout out Mike. And that's exactly what we were talking about. I said originally my plan, this was before I had decided that I was done. This was like years ago. And I was like, you know what? I want to do the Dubai Pro and then stay
Yeah.
like for another 5 days.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we were talking about because he wanted to do like an international one too.
That'd be fun as hell because that Dubai one, they break out the lights, camera, action.
Mhm.
It's a
Dude,
big event.
Yeah, but
it,
can you bring your wives?
yeah, I don't know
Have
about
you
that.
ever seen a female in
I
oxygen?
know that I Dubai I feel is okay. I think I don't want to misspeak here. But I know that there are definitely parts of the Middle East where women aren't allowed in the gym and all that, and
Yep.
obviously that's very unfortunate.
I've
But
never seen a female in oxygen gym.
yeah,
Yeah, it's I don't know. Um, I feel like at Bader's gym though, I feel like there are females. Yeah, there
yeah.
definitely are females that train there.
Okay.
Well, we
Yeah.
won't pick that show without knowing the facts. So, but that one's definitely crossed my mind. Japan, I believe, has a 212 show. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
And it'd be cool because then we get to stand next to a lot of guys that typically don't make it over here to the US.
Mm,
There are so many great Asian 212 bodybuilders that
so
people don't
many.
know about. There's so
Oh yeah.
many. Um,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Love to see. Yeah. It's exciting though. Well, yeah, since we're talking about shows, what have you what's your assessment on the latest 6 weeks out Samson guest posing? Like, I'm gonna pull it up here for the viewers.
Yeah.
So we have to do kind of an assessment and see what everyone thinks here. All right, so we're gonna scroll down, and I'm sure it's somewhere down here. But we'll talk about Samson. Obviously he was posted everywhere. Maybe we'll just go to
Yeah.
maybe we'll just go to his page. That'll be easier. All right. Okay. So he's 6 weeks out, and this is clearly that's the shot here. I mean, the abs are pulled in, the arms are looking pretty crazy. I feel like this is the clip. All right. So let's take a look.
This is that drone shot. I saw the drone like in pictures flying around them. I was wondering what that would feel like while you're trying to pose and not get distracted.
Yeah. So when you saw that, Peter, like, what's your assessment?
Yeah.
Like, are you thinking he's the front runner? Are you thinking some people I've heard are saying like he's losing muscle?
So I'll give you all my thoughts. My
Yeah.
very first thought was, holy crap, we've never seen Samson look like this at 6 weeks out.
Hmm.
He looks great. The midsection looked the best I've seen it because it started to distend a little bit in some shots
Yep.
in recent shows. This is the most conditioned I've seen him at 6 weeks out. My second thought was this is either going to be very good or very bad.
Hmm.
Um, when he thins out and when he gets flat like this, he starts to lose a lot of that pop in his back double. And he's going to be hitting back doubles next to Nick, next to Martin, next to Derek Lunsford, who have
Right.
such thick back shots. So I think he definitely him and his wife,
Yeah, Marlena.
who
Yep.
coaches him.
Hmm.
I think they definitely listened to the fans' opinion and other people's opinion that he needs to come in sharper. He's definitely sharper here.
Yes.
Um, as long as they can continue this and fill him back out, I think he's the front runner. I think his shape's too good. I think his frame is too big. It's been a while, I think, since we've seen Nick stand next to him, but he's such a bigger guy in
Hmm.
terms of height and width that your eye goes to him. And I'm not too worried if people say, oh, he looks flat here. Well, guess what? Flat's the name of the game in prep. You shouldn't be
Exactly.
trying to manage fullness at 6 weeks out. You manage fullness, a few days out from the show.
Yep.
So I was excited by this look, and I think this definitely puts him as a front runner.
What's your take?
I well, obviously it matters the day of the show. But I think he looks great. He's got a phenomenal look. He's very symmetrical. He's very aesthetic. Um, as far as like standing, in my opinion, as far as standing next to Nick Walker, Samson just has a way more
Yeah.
pleasing physique. So my eyes would always go to Samson
Hmm.
over like Nick Walker. But yeah.
Yeah. I think like what you said, Peter, I think, that hits the nail on the head. A lot of the internet warriors, the people that are uneducated and just kind of follow from afar, they're like, "Oh, he's flat," and at 6 weeks out, you're supposed to be flat.
Yeah.
You know, so like you said, a few days out, once he fills out and gets the final look, that's when, we need to either either he solidifies the deal or, maybe he lost muscle and it's not his year. But,
Yeah.
seeing this, I was happy to see the midsection is really the best I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
And, the condition is for him at 6 weeks out, that's the best, we've seen it to date as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know,
I was very excited. That front lat's just ridiculous.
yeah.
It's like a massively Haney with bigger legs, you know?
Yeah. I,
Um,
I really like that front lat spread as well.
yeah. So I think as long as he stays in his lane and they don't try to do anything crazy, I think he's definitely a front runner. I think Nick Walker is going to come in probably at his all-time best, but as Stephanie said, it's still not the prettiest thing to look at when you have an in-shape Sanson next to him and a Derek next to him.
Mhm.
And Derek beat Nick at less than his best at the Arnold.
Right.
At the Arnold, I was there. That's the best I've ever seen Derek. He wasn't as good at Pittsburgh, and he still beat Nick.
Hmm.
Kind of tells you something. Um,
Mhm.
Martin, I don't know if you want to start going down the list, but
Yeah, I was thinking kind of just like a brief top five because we'll
yeah,
obviously make more predictions as we get closer. Martin posted something, I think like a week ago, some updates. And I thought he looked pretty good. There wasn't anything jaw-dropping for me other than
yeah,
kind of like what we were talking about with Samson. One critique for me with Martin is, you only have so much in the abdomen, and there are some shots where it is kind of exposed. So,
mhm,
for him trying to pack on so much, it's kind of there's
yeah,
some concern there for me. You can even see it here. The midsection isn't completely sucked in.
He's got time. I think
Yeah,
Martin is someone that definitely looks better on stage next to other people than he does by himself. Because by himself, he's not one of these like certain body part shine freak factor. He's very, very complete. He's very dense. His legs are some of the best on stage. And I think when you put him next to guys, like when we saw him last year, in that fourth spot, I thought he was beating Derek at the night show.
hmm,
Um, so again, I think Martin is someone that looks better on stage when compared to other people. I think he exposes other people.
sure.
In terms of top five, man, it's going to be a very tough top five to get into, but I think it's going to be still a lot of the same guys.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be Samson, Nick, Derek, um, Martin, and Hottie.
yeah, your top
To
five.
me, that's the top five.
Hmm. I would agree with that. How about you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the only wild card, which no disrespect, but I've kind of written him off, is going to be Andrew Jacked.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
there's just he's been inconsistent too many times to where bringing that look last year at Texas, he has
Hmm.
not brought that look to the O. So for me, I can't put him in my top five.
Yeah. I haven't seen a whole lot from Andrew. I don't know if he's motivated or not. I don't know what he's doing. He's a very kind of quiet, mild-mannered guy. It comes across on stage too. Sometimes he walks out and I'm like, does he even want to be there? I'm sure he does. You don't, make it to the Olympia not wanting to bodybuild, but I think he needs to come on a lot more aggressive. He needs to pose more aggressively. He needs to take up space. Um, but I still would count on him battling for that 6-7 spot.
Hmm.
And I see quite a few guys battling for that 6-7 spot. I think it's going to be a battle between him, Bonac, Good Vito, Tonio. Like there's so many guys that I think could get into that spot.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll check on Derek here. I know that, honestly, it's at least from the pods and everything. I mean, sadly, everyone's kind of written Derek off as far as winning another title.
I definitely don't. Um I think if he can come in similar to the Arnold or even a little bit better, I think he's a front runner.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably one of the latest ones that he posted.
Hmm.
People are saying too, which I do agree with. He's not as hard as he has been in the past, like when he was with Hani, at 6 weeks out per se. Which I do agree with. Maybe he's a little bit fuller here. Maybe that's
Yeah.
probably post lift too. But the same thing happened with the Arnold. People said he's going to come in off, and Aceto obviously knows what he's doing. So
That's exactly my response. It's like, you think
yeah,
Aceto doesn't see this picture and have a plan? The
yeah,
other thing is, who knows when this picture's from? It could have been from like a month ago.
Hmm.
You
true.
never know with these guys. But I know he's got a great training camp there with Grego and a
Yep.
few other guys. And he's got Chris Aceto, who has probably more experience than anyone at this point in terms of peaking people. So I think everything around Derek is fine. I think the most important thing for Derek is just his mindset
Yes.
in not being his own worst enemy in that last week.
Mhm.
Um, but you can't say the guy can't win an Olympia, or he did it. He did
Yeah.
it in 212, he did it in open. So I don't know how people are gonna be like, oh, he can never win another one. Well, it's the same show. He's already won it.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, they said the same thing about Cutler.
He's beaten
You know?
everyone up there.
Right. Right. Um, what's your top five look like? Do you have Samson the front runner? Who do you have for, let's say, second and third?
I don't. Top five. Hottie is up there. Hottie Derek, Samson, Martin. I'd like to see Andrew in the top five.
Yep.
I'd like to see
I
him
do. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Andrew's physique. I do.
because like Samson, he's got a very flowing physique, like a very nice to look at physique. You know, I enjoy that. Um, his posing's always fun too, his little posing routine. But um, I don't know. I feel like Nick will be in the top five. Would I put him there? I don't know. But it's not, he's got the freak factor. I commend him and respect his physique. It's just not my favorite physique, is all. But
Mhm.
I don't know. I mean, there's still a lot of time. So much can change in five
Yeah,
weeks.
including guys dropping out at the last minute. That's happened.
True.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw.
Do you have the list to pull up?
Let's see. I
Or
forgot.
you can go to the Olympia website just so it's in front of us. Because the
Yeah.
next thing I was going to ask is who do you think is going to be that guy who's going to be like the Martin of this year that just makes a monumental leap forward in terms of placings?
Is it on the IFBB one though? I don't.
Ye- Um,
Go to the Someone posts it on Instagram too. They
Yeah.
update it.
I forgot what it's on. It's like,
you click under Olympia. Is there like qualified athletes?
let's see. Oh, here we go.
There you go.
Right there. Okay.
Like I've been there before.
Here we go. Okay. So, you guys may not know this, but I do believe from what I have heard is that Hadi does have his visa.
Hmm.
Okay.
So I believe he will be there. Uh,
Yeah.
Raphael is
Is
out.
out.
He's
Yep.
out.
Not surprising.
Yep. Yeah.
Brandon Curry, I see, completely forgot about
Yeah.
him.
Curry, he finished in eighth last year,
Yeah,
so I think he's gonna fall to 9-10 this year, personally.
yeah. The
Um,
name that jumps out, Beiruz, you think he makes it?
no, I'm gonna say no chance for the
Does
fourth
he
year
have
in
a
a row.
visa? No.
No,
Very unfortunate.
I know.
I still wouldn't place him in the top five, top six, but I definitely think he would have been top 10.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I still think there's too much of a discrepancy in his upper to lower, especially from the front.
Hmm.
Um, but he definitely belongs on that stage. He definitely should be fighting for that 6, 7, 8 spot. So very unfortunate. What about Nexzilla? What about Rubiel? Where does he go? Top 10?
Maybe 10 through 12 for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I told her I'm excited to just see it in person.
Hmm.
I mean, just to see, like a Marcus Rule, a Paco Bautista. I want to
Yeah.
see, like, people want to see these freaks, a fan favorite. We know they're not going to win,
Yeah.
but I just want to see this and like witness how crazy it actually is.
How close are you guys gonna be?
We will be fifth row again or
Oh
better.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Those quads are gonna be right in your face.
Hmm.
yeah, I just want to see what he looks like. If he can improve his condition from his last showing,
Mhm.
he might be fighting for a
And
top
his
10.
posing.
Yes.
And no gyrating or whatever the hell he decided to do that one show. Like
Yeah.
let's nail the posing, let's nail the conditioning. Um yeah, I'm excited to see how I think he's gonna make a what's funny is although he might not be in contention for that like top five spot, I think his impact on stage could move a lot of people back
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
because if he's not like say he lands next to Brett Wilkin in a call out as good as Brett is, he's going to look very stringy next to Rubiel, and that's going to be in the judge's mind.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And that
He's gonna
could
dwarf.
push Brett out further than he maybe deserves to be. So I think just his impact on stage is going to shake a lot of things up.
Yep. I think the wild card for me, honestly, maybe the dark horse, he's not really hidden, but I think Good Vito is kind of
Hmm.
like the wild card.
Yeah.
Because like he's just as big as Nick. His quads, I'm sorry, they destroy Nick's and they destroy
They
maybe
destroyed pretty much everyone.
anyone except Rubiel's maybe.
I still
So
prefer him to Rubiel's because at least they have like separation to him
detail.
in shape.
Yeah.
So, uh,
So he's another guy too where the posing is has been very flawed in the past.
mhm.
If he can, correct some of those issues and he comes in shredded, which I'm sure he will, it's going to be interesting to see where he falls against some other guys.
Yeah. Um, the one for me on this list that is still, in my opinion, so underrated as a bodybuilder is Tonio.
I knew you were going to say that. Yeah,
Yeah, you knew it. Because to me, he's got everything. Like
he's so good.
he's not missing body parts. He's one of the most bubbly round guys up there. He comes in
Yeah,
with some of the best conditioning we're gonna see.
yeah.
He,
Dude, honestly, I mean, when I see his physique, I think of Dexter Jackson,
yeah,
'08 Olympia, and I'm like, this guy could actually win if he were peeled to the bone. I
yeah.
mean, why couldn't he win
And
if Dexter
this
won?
past year, like him and Justin really nailed his conditioning at the shows he was at. I forgot what show he did that he took second recently this year after he won a show, think it was.
It
And I
was
thought he
to
should have won that one too.
it was to Raphael.
Yeah, I
Um,
thought, yeah.
I had him winning too. Yeah,
So, yeah, I'm excited to see where Tonio goes. But in my opinion, he belongs in that like 6, 7 spot if they nail the
yeah,
conditioning.
absolutely.
Um, I'd love to see him next to Bonac because they're, both around the same height
Hmm.
and both just super bubbly round guys. Um, and Bonak's got a couple chinks in the armor after all these years. The tricep and the bicep are a little pulled back from the joint, and
Right.
um, but I think I'd like to see Tonio move up. I think the best he's placed is eighth. Am I correct in
Eighth.
that? I think
Yeah,
eighth.
eighth.
So I think he could move up a spot or two.
Yeah. Imagine seeing him 100% peaked next to Martin,
Yeah, it's a
you know?
great comparison.
I mean, they're both similar. Martin, he's full, he's bubbly, he obviously has great condition when he's 100%, he's peeled. So
Yeah,
that could be a fair comparison.
yeah, it's a great comparison. Um, The only part about that comparison I don't like is the comparisons always end on that most muscular. And in my opinion, that's Tonio's worst shot just because he's a bit narrow. And it's probably Martin's freakiest shot when he hits that most muscular with the quad out and how
With the
big his
leg.
delts are. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a great comparison. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, I think one that the fans would like to see. Obviously, we know that Brandon is not in his prime, nor has he ever been stripped to the bone, peeled. But I think like a Brandon with how full he is, especially up top,
Hmm.
compared to Antonio, I think that's, very similar physiques.
Yeah, like a Brandon, Tonio, Bonac, Andrew Jacked call out.
Yeah,
Just the bubbly shape guys. Yeah, it looked really cool.
yeah, that'd be crazy, man. So we'll have to see. Obviously, yeah, we'll do at least probably two more of these
Okay,
predictions, and then once we have our final official one, we're gonna write everyone's
Lock it
down. We
in.
got prizes. We got all kinds of
awesome. It's gonna be so hard to pick. But let's do it before we jump off. Just pick the winner. And
yeah,
we're
of
free to change it before our official picks. But
course.
today, if you had to pick a winner, who is it?
Yeah, for me, I got to go Samson. I got to go Samson winning. It's we'll just pick the winner. I would have to put Samson for me. Stephanie.
I just want Hottie to win.
Hottie is a
I
big question mark this year. I
I
haven't seen a
know I
whole lot
haven't
out of
seen
him.
much, and I
No
just
one,
he's
I
so fun to
assume
watch.
I assume Hani's still coaching him and they just don't talk about it. But
I think he is, man.
yeah, but yeah, I'm curious to
But
see how he.
it is trending in Samson's direction.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Who do you got?
I I'd go with Samson as well.
Okay. So we're
With
yeah.
Nick second.
Okay. Yeah, I could definitely see it. I mean, it's like he's checked all the boxes. He's, obviously he's not my favorite physique, but
Hmm.
the guy can pose, the
Yeah.
guy can pose, he can hold in
Nick,
the
yeah.
midsection. So it's like if you check all the boxes, you can't
Yeah,
argue
it's
with the
all
big
about how
guy.
you want to judge it. Like,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and I'd love for Steve Weinberger and Tyler Mannion to speak more to this in terms of how we judge it. Because whenever Tyler does his breakdowns, he does it by this person took this pose, this person took this pose, this person. But I've heard Steve come on RX Muscle years ago and say, "Oh, we don't score shows like that
Yeah.
by counting poses." And
Hmm.
then we're always told, "Oh, it's by the criteria of conditioning, muscularity, balance, symmetry." And so if you do it by that and who wins in each of those categories, well, Nick pretty much takes all of them except for shape or whatever you want to call it,
Right. Right.
you know? So yeah, I'd be curious to learn more how they judge it, or if it's not as scientific as we think it is, and it's more just what they like, what looks
Hmm.
good to them on that day.
I think it's a
Yeah.
bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you look in other divisions, figure the one and two couldn't be more different.
Yeah. And that's why I think like a Samson Nick call out at the end of Saturday night, just those two, would be wild.
Elect.
Especially because both those guys will bring a show and get
Yeah.
really amped on stage. And it brings together like the two camps that we have in bodybuilding right now. Uh,
Yes.
that would be a wild, wild pose down.
Yeah, it's gonna be good,
I'm
man.
sure they'll do it.
Yeah.
Well, that wraps us up for today. Put it in the comments. What are your predictions? We'll obviously have a couple more shows on this.